To you, it's Nigeria Today live from Galactic Television. My name is Olori Adechoke Adabi David. I hope you had a splendid weekend. Okay, so I have my Gen Z host sitting right here next to me. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, Mama Gen Z. You look pretty. I love
You're
your
looking
dress.
smashingly beautiful.
Thank you, my darling.
What
What will I say? I'll think of something else in the
you
next
can see
program.
my Gen Z host looking really, really, hot.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
it's all about relationship and lifestyle. So what else do you expect us to do if we don't appreciate ourselves first before throwing it out to you? And that will make it more meaningful. And we're wishing you the very best of this new week. I hope you've been having a wonderful time with Blossom and Iripami. Right now, as we talk about relationship and lifestyle, it boils down to what happens in our relationship, the way of life. How do we go about it?
We have so many acts to that. And I'm very sure our viewers are waiting to hear what we have to give them.
Okay, we have our guests readily waiting for us, Gbemisola Alaba. She is a French linguistics, and we'll be talking about love languages and daily living. Okay, so let's have, I almost call her Alabama anyway. Lovely. Gbemisola, how are you this morning? How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Good morning.
It's so good to have you on the show, and we hope you're doing well. You're looking so beautiful this morning. I love the cool, calm, collected kind of appearance. You're looking beautiful. How are you?
Hey, I'm fine. You're looking good too.
Thank you. So myself and my beautiful gratitude here this morning want to know more about love languages and daily living. How often do we need love languages? How often? What are those love languages that we really need to take seriously? Okay? How often do we need it? So you have two in one from me.
Now, okay, so I will start with how often do we need love languages, so to say. But let me start by saying thank you. It's a privilege to be here, so I'm happy to be here. So, how often do we need love languages? We need love languages in our daily life. We need it daily. So, love language is not something just about in marriage or in romantic relationship. That is why I said we need it daily. It has to do with how we relate with people every day. But let us start with let us just break it down. Talking about love language, we have to break it down. What is love? What is language? Then put together love languages. Now, talking about love is a choice. I would say love is sacrifice. Love is something. It's not just what you feel. It's what you do. Love is like a service. I'm talking about language. Language is a way we communicate to understand, to be understood. Is the way we communicate to people every day. Is the way we express our thoughts. Is the way we express our feelings. It can be in written form. It can be spoken. It can be signs. And we do that every day. We speak every day, right? So we meet people we love every day. We go to our workplaces every day. So love language is a daily thing. How do we communicate? Love language is how we receive love and how we express love. And we eventually express love every day. We express love and we receive love. We should receive love every day and we should express love every day. We should express love to our loved ones at work, the way, everywhere, at home, our kids, our family. So it's a daily thing.
All right, well said. So you said something. You said love languages depends on how you express love to someone, like how you interpret love. People have different ways of interpreting love. My interpretation of love might be different from yours. So what happens when we have different ways of interpreting love? How do we get to understand each other, aside from being in a relationship with friends, family, and colleagues too?
Okay. So talking about love languages, let us talk about the main love languages we have, which was highlighted in the book of Dr. Gary Chapman. We have 5. We have the spoken words. We have the words of affirmation. We have acts of service. We have receiving gifts, we have quality time, and we have physical touch. So all these are the main love languages we have. And it is obvious we have different love languages. We have to recognize that we have different love languages. Now, how do we understand each other love languages? It's just like language, English. Okay, don't let me use English now. Let's say I was speaking another language right here. You will just be looking at me like, what's this lady saying? I'm not making sense at all. So even in Nigeria, we have, let's say, three major tribes. We have Hausa, Yoruba, we have the Igbo. We have to, for us to be able to communicate effectively, we have to understand each other's languages. If we don't, then we can't communicate effectively. So you don't just express language based on your own language. Because I'm Yoruba, I want to speak to someone and I'm just speaking my own language. You have to understand the language a person is speaking for you to communicate effectively. It's not just about opening mouth and talking. We have to understand each other's language. So how do we go about that? We have to ask. One, we ask questions. Ask the person, how do you love? How do you receive love? How do you receive love? How do you express love? So we ask questions. And another thing we study, love generally is work, is sacrifice, is service. So you have to check, you have to study the person. How does this person appreciate being loved? How does this person interpret this? So you have to study the person, know what the person wants. And we have to ask. Sometimes even when we ask, the person might not even know the main love language he or she is the priority, is the number one on the list. Sometimes we don't know. I got to know the first one of recent. Always I've been shouting quality time, but that's not it for me. That's not the major thing. Mine is words of affirmation, but then I've been saying quality time because that's what have been given to people. That's what I give. That's what I love giving. And I just say, okay, this is my love language, but that is not it. So you have to know what that person wants for you to be able to communicate effectively. Because if you're just speaking your language, you might even drain yourself because you might go a long way trying to express yourself, but the person doesn't understand. The person is not being wicked or anything. You're not just speaking to the person. So you have to understand the language the person likes, the language the person appreciates. If it's word of affirmation, or some people, they just like you. Oh, I love what you're putting on. I love this. Women, you are a husband, you will have your wife, and the morning the wife is going out, you appreciate the wife. Some words of encouragement might be our colleagues at work. They need that word of encouragement because probably they are going through a lot. So some people, they just like quality time. Some people, they like shaking, hugging, and all. So you have to understand what a person wants. So we won't waste our time trying to express love, but then we are not being appreciated, because that will eventually lead to frustration.
Gbemisola, you've really opened another avenue for me to ask more, to know more. Now, for the benefit of our viewers at home, I want to find out, is it possible for you to have all those 5? Or it can just be 2 out of the 5 or 3 out of the 5. And when we talk about love languages, many actually thought it's only between couples. What's your take on this?
It's possible to have 5 or to have 3 or 2. It's possible to have more than 1. It's possible to have 2, 3, 4, 5. But then the level in which you receive, there is there is a level to it all. Let me place it that way. I don't know how to put it right now. There is one you appreciate more than every other thing. It has range. So that is the thing. So there is one that comes first. It might be word of affirmation. And then that doesn't mean you don't appreciate others. Some is just 3, some is just 4. And then to the second question, you said it's not just about we don't, just like the same way we speak language, we don't only speak to our family, we don't only speak to our partners. Let's say we are in a romantic relationship or whatsoever, we speak to everybody. The same way love languages, you have to express love to everybody, you have to speak to everybody. So love language is not just about my close relatives, it's to everybody. At work, there is a way you can see that person that is feeling like a boss, that person that is looking difficult to tame or difficult to communicate with. All you need to know is the person's love language. might just be, oh, you coming to work and then getting a cup of coffee for the person, and that will make the person there, and that will make the person even open up to you. So we have to know the love language of each of one another. It's just like, okay, when I'm thirsty, I drink water. When the car is thirsty, let me use the word thirsty now. You do what? You put in fuel. If you put in water, then it's going to end up in disaster. So we have to understand each other. So far, we are meeting someone wherever we are going. Understand the love language. Understand how the person feels loved, and then you can communicate effectively.
Well said. So I'm going to ask you one final question. So how can one discover their love languages? Because for so many that are out there listening, they don't even know what love languages are called for some people. So how do I discover which works for me? How do I find my own language in which I can understand and communicate as well?
You can discover your love language by actually knowing what is love language in the first place. What is love language? Then after that, we have different type of love language. Then ask yourself questions. By reading one, then ask yourself questions. You have to be able to talk to yourself. Okay, what's that thing that someone does? You can even think about it, just meditate. What's that thing that people do to me that makes me feel appreciated? What is that thing that people do to me that brings tears to my face? Mine is okay, like I said, words of affirmation, which I just got to realize. I've been receiving it, but I couldn't put it in words that, okay, this is it. So we have to be able to sit ourselves still and talk to ourselves, and also ask people around us, because even when we don't know it, we might have expressed it, or we might have talked about, or yes, expressed it, and then someone else know, but we don't know it is known to us. Like now, I'm a teacher. When my students come around, and then probably birthday time, birthdays, they know how to celebrate you with letters. No, they are so good in writing letters. So there are some letters that I will see and I will just break down like, what? So it's someone else might actually bring gifts, a big gift, a huge one, but then that letter, I have letters that I've kept since like 2-3 years, and I'm still keeping it somewhere because what a lot to. But then I never for once, on this show, I never for once said, okay, word of affirmation is a thing for me. I've always been saying quality time. That is what I give to people. So it's not about what you give, it's about what you want to receive too. So you have to study yourself, read books, and talk to people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gbemisola Alaba. It's an honor to have you. Do you have one final advice to our viewers out there watching you right now on love languages and daily living? Just a sentence in 60 seconds.
My advice to all is to study people around you, even your children, especially children, because it means a lot to them. You know, one's personality depends on one's nature and knowledge. So when we're nurturing our children, please let us let's not do what we give to A, B to C. It varies. So let us understand each other, and then we have a stress-free day. We will communicate effectively. We will receive love and express love easily. So let us learn each other's love language. Let it not be about what you can easily give or what you feel the person will like. Some will go to the extent of buying expensive gifts for their wives, for their girlfriends or boyfriends, but what the person actually needs from them is quality time. So you have to ask the person what the person wants, or try to discover. If it's hard to discover, the person will eventually open up. So let us try to understand one another, and then communicating won't be a big deal. Thank you
very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate you being here once again. We've been talking with Gbemisola Alaba. She is a French linguistic specialist, and there's this saying that the French people actually have good way of, they are very romantic.
Yes, very.
I don't know how far that is true, but you know, it's been said that the French have this way, their presentation, their action. So I believe
They
that's
romanticize
part of the love
everything.
languages that
Yeah.
Gbemisola was able to deliver to us. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful and a splendid day ahead. Bye for now. See you some other time. Thank you so much. Okay.
Mama Jensi, what's your love language?
Words of affirmation, touching, and
okay.
also don't let me tell you the third one.
I really
So
want to
have
know the
three.
third one.
I have 3, so I won't tell you
Okay.
more than that. What's your own?
Mine is, I feel like
I'm
words
going
of
to ask those
affirmation
and they
is,
read by me what's theirs. So we have 5. I already told
Yeah.
you 2. So what's yours?
I feel like generally words of affirmation is for all ladies. We love getting compliments. But personally
Some love gifts. I love
Yes,
gifts,
I
but
love
as much as I
gifts.
love gifts, I
Mhm.
love the words, because if you're giving me something, I want the word to come with it.
Yeah.
It shows why you are taking that time to get me a bunch of flowers, yellow roses or something. You know, it goes a long,
A long
way like that.
way.
So what's your own before we go?
acts of service, quality time, and gifts as well.
CJT. Okay.